Screen's recording already, and let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone! Good morning! So, why are we here today? Why are we here? Let's see. I'm going to use this crack method. Chito, why are we here? Very good. Okay. So, yeah, we're here for the all hands, and let's see. There's been... Wow, this is the biggest this is, I think, one of the biggest all hands we've ever had. If you're sitting in the back, please move forward, because it is already pretty hard to read the screen. So, well, that's weird. Hey, Google, stop the music. Okay. I'm just going to have to write that out. Okay. So, anyhow, Buddy and I talked about what format to use for the all hands. I've decided to sort of keep it back to the old way where you can see the rest of the team. God damn, there's a lot of people here now. It's like close to 40 people, I guess. Okay, Shinti, you like that? Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So today is almost the last day of September. Actually, today is the last day of September. It is the last day of September. So, okay, well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everybody on screen. Okay. Good morning, Jojo. Okay, so Loki, out. All right, the theme for September is still the same. We're looking to get process excellence. The really good news is actually we went past our stretch target already. So the stretch target was at 370, and we've gone to 380 already. So that part is looking very good. The next part is what we're going to do next month. So we're continuing the process of getting process excellence for the continuing months of October and most likely into November as well. So the reason for that is a lot of people have started projects or essentially got into the first of it, but we want to see the pivots and we want to see the impact on it. So we're going to continue the theme of getting process excellence. So revenue target is going to be announced. I hope to announce it today. We had this little glitch on the VB stats. Made it a little bit hard to see what our weekly sales are actually. So that is forthcoming. So, okay, if you didn't see the all hands, this was 2 all hands ago. All right, speaking of process excellence, so my process excellence this month was on hiring, onboarding, training, and leadership development. And today I think we see some of the fruits of that. So we got 2 market builders over there. Can you guys introduce yourselves? We got 2 candidates over there, yes.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, hi, I'm Geeta.
Hi, Geeta.
Hi, I'm from Jakarta. Just joined my first day on trial today.
Fantastic, Geeta. All right, here's the gentleman next to you. You, sir.
Hi everyone, my name is Kevin. I'm actually from Bogor, but I just moved to Bali, to Sanu actually a month ago. So this, same like her, this is my first day of trial. So thank you for having me here.
Okay, fantastic. All right, let's see. Anybody else new here? Anybody else that's fairly new? Okay, Josh. All right, Josh, step forward so the cameras can see you. Okay, so Josh, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so my name is Josh. I've been staying in Bali for 20 years, and my mom is a Balinese, my dad is from Manado, and yes, I'm looking forward to learn from everyone.
Okay, fantastic. Welcome, Josh. Okay, so as promised, these are moving along. So we're getting our market building hires, we're getting our online guest support hires. We also got Nadila. Nadila is coming in part-time, and she's going to be starting her first day on part-time. And Jogja and Ara smiling. Yeah. So, okay, that's a few of the new folks. Chandra's over in Jogja right now. There's another one. Who? Where? Oh, Kuldeep! Stand up. All right. Kuldeep, introduce yourself.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Kuldeep. I'm from India, one of the most populated country in the world. So I came here 2 days ago. I am on my job site trial, and I am working with the digital marketing team here.
Okay, fantastic. Welcome everybody. All right, and let's see. Is there anybody else in Jogja? Okay, that's about it. Chandra's in Jogja now, so Chandra, wave to us so we can see you do that sort of scorpion jump across the screen over to the other screen. Okay. This process is moving along. The second milestone is to actually get to training and development, getting 80% of our candidates in to pass their first promotion. And third promotion is that we're looking to develop 2 new squad leads to help the expansion of Squad 2. Let's go on to the next, let's see, process excellence. Alvin's looking to get area accountability in Squad 1, getting hosts to become area managers and also doing a listing audit. This is improving the HAR to guest SLA and also the community manager to company SLA. The milestone is hosts re-engage with their respective properties, 60% participation in owner surveys and 50% listing content already finished and audited. How's that going?
First milestone is already done actually.
First milestone's already done. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
50% listing content is already done.
Okay.
One that's still not done is around some area.
Okay.
The automotive market area. Also already re-engaged and we already have some plan actually like reporting for Sabina and also double check like Villa area for the contact and maybe do a photo shoot for the place.
Okay,
So
all
we
right.
can try to do simple.
What about the owner survey?
No, that's question that I still not check.
All right, still in development. Once again, at the end of this month, we have the next month also to work on the process, so let's keep that rolling along. Not only is looking to lead nurturing process, crucial increasing the conversion rate. This is between market building and the company. Coaching Wyatt, Eggy, Gab, Tris on the new pitch deck. Also, the second milestone is each member needs to execute the pitch and nurture the process of 3 to 5 prospects. Okay, next one is to Bayou on partner onboarding automation. This is between market building and the company, market building and content. First milestone is new partner sign-up page deployed.
This is postponed to
Okay.
this week.
Okay, all right, and then one new partner onboarding into the new system. Okay, Buddy's also working on getting data transparency, sharing guest feedback to partners on Bigger, and also getting feedback from partners between community management and the company. The guest reviews are showing up on Bigger. Second milestone, partner understand what to do with the negative review. Okay, these ones, look, if you have an update, just tell us, yeah? It's far easier than if I read the whole entire stack. If there hasn't been any updates, then we'll just keep on scrolling through. Okay, Tendi is working on a successful expansion on the new squad. This is between HAR and the company. Deciding the position for Changu squad. First milestone has been reached, and the second milestone is all the contact moved to the new squad, transition for revenue management, and the third milestone is get a full team and growth more. Okay, all right. Next one's to Diva. Digital marketing is its own chapter. Digital marketing doesn't have an SLA yet, but it could be one of the first steps to do this PCC. The SLA is probably the first product of success measurement. There's 1, 2, and 3 milestones there. Dominic looks to stabilize Jogja. First milestone is all partners have written MOUs by September. Second milestone, third milestones have been reached, simplifying Jogja operational, make life handover easier, and also train Bubu and Dista to help cover on Jogja operational duties. Okay, good. YI is looking to 85 owners with MOU on each region by the end of November. The first milestone is Panita and Bingan owners are MOU by the end of September. Second milestone is 80% of Jibran and Umusan, Nusa Dua with MOU, and the third milestone is Bingan and Uluwatu. Okay, YI is working on the holding company. I'm also working on the holding company. I'll be going to Singapore this month in October to finalize the holding company. So we're all setting up the holding company in Singapore, not Hong Kong. Okay, Risky's working on the finance chapter. He's got his SLA between finance and the company, and it's around finance visibility rebirth. So the first milestone is organize all the finance updates and record in one basket. Second is SLA buy-in from the chapter, workflow details, and MVP. Second milestone is internal data accuracy checklist, monthly report versus Tableau versus company bank statement with under a 3% error tolerance. Next one is the finance KPI. Recruiting one more finance staff for squad 1 and 4, squad 2 and 3, internal accounting and taxation specialist. Third milestone, okay, these are big milestones. Okay, so these are all milestones that Risky has set for the finance part. Okay, this one is already known, Bukit Vista on normal seasons for September, October. Individual bonuses are based on alignment to the theme of the month, project proposals, and impact to SLA. All right, moving on. Any questions so far? No? Okay, let's continue. Let's go to old business. So the hospitality SLA has been passed. I've sent it over to Bayou to put in the squad SLAs. And is that good now? Oh, okay. All right.
No, didn't read that.
Okay. So the Bayou has access to the squad. What was it called? The squad workflow and SLAs.
Also Nangli.
Also known later. Okay, maybe I can just delegate that to Bayou right now. If we put it in, we can remove it from old business. Next one is the squad 2. This is Bayou and the attendees. Squad 2 will have a program to be opening for sharing during October and November to spread the best practices from Squad 2 to other squad and learn best practices from other squad. Yes, okay. So we're talking about essentially trading players from Squad 2 to Squad 1 or Squad 4. The squads will trade some players so that we will cross-pollinate. Do we have actually the people that we're trading yet on the list? I guess this goes over to Tendi. Hey, Rafik, how's it going? Welcome in, Rafik.
Thank you.
Okay, so, all right, I'm going to keep this on old business since there is no update on that one. Next old business is the MD's KPI that we should measure on chapter KPI. And Nungli's got some new stuff that's come up here, yeah? You like to speak on that? Okay.
So as we are growing the market building team, I think Bayu picked up a very good question. We need to then develop new KPIs around that. So Jing and I had a discussion about this together with Bayu, and we feel that actually, I agree we are in alignment on this one, that actually for market building, we feel that metrics that we should be measuring are not so much revenue, but more leads. Here are the factors that we are looking at, or the metrics that we are looking at. I do have one question actually. So for now that we're developing KPIs for market building, like SLAs, do we need to have buy-in from the company, or like how do we officiate this then?
The SLA, I guess, is between.
This is not SLA, right? This is KPI.
Right.
So I was wondering in the past, how do we used to do KPI? Or it's just the chapter agrees and then it's just done?
I think the chapter agrees. Oh, okay, well, let me put this open for discussion. Does anybody have an opinion on this? How do we create the KPIs for a particular chapter?
Because I guess it's the more chapters build, digital marketing will also be coming up. We need to then determine how to, is it?
Geneva. Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong, this is what I remember last time we did it. So we discussed on an internal chapter first.
Yeah.
You were on the same page, and then you agree on the SLA and the KPI.
Okay, KPI, yeah.
KPI, right? And then we propose to the company, and we discuss it, and then we work on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there needs to be a company-wide discussion on that and a vote in. Then in
A vote in once it's been,
vote in,
yeah. But only at the SLA level, not at the KPI level. So the SLA already has the KPIs inside, right? And then we vote on the SLA.
So SLA has already been done. Now the question is just about KPI. So do we need to vote? Does the company need to vote in on KPIs for market building?
It's basically one thing, it's not.
It should be, yeah. So if the KPIs are the way that we, how do we say? KPIs are the way that we actually determine the SLA, right? So they should be based on some sort of.
So that means we need to revise that. We need to go back and relook at the SLAs again, based and see how we're going to do it.
Well, the market building team needs to have an SLA in terms of how it's going to actually perform for the company, right? What are the key performance indicators of good performance to the company? So,
The SLAs have already been thrown out, right?
what is the KPIs for? Okay, let's say for example on content, right? So content has a service level agreement of a certain percentage of instant book. So instant book is the KPI.
Correct.
So what is, okay, once you determine the KPIs for market building, then the SLA that encompasses those KPIs get voted in by the
So
company.
that means we need to go back and relook at the SLAs again, because now they're new KPIs driven.
Okay, so,
Okay, can.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright.
okay, all right, cool, good awareness. And let's go over to the next one. So, right, yes, sir.
Can you enter the link sheet?
Oh yeah, okay.
One? Okay, thank you.
All right. Okay, next one. Bayou's testing EverSign. How's EverSign going right now?
It's currently applied to
We
one.
actually work,
it's work,
I
yeah.
use
It's
I
working.
use for one new partner. and-
Yeah. Are we gonna
Yeah,
use it
I've
for
also
all?
used it
Okay.
as well. Because
So
I
that's
like
our new
it.
best practice now, yeah?
Yeah,
We use
yeah, I
EverSign.
like it.
Okay, great. Then I will motion to have this deleted off of business since we're already using it. Yes? Okay, can I get a second? Okay, all right, done. Oops, whoa.
Oh.
I think I deleted everything now. Okay, I'll delegate that to Bayou then. All right, Bayou, can I appoint you as secretary for the
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thank you. All right, so let's go to the project bonuses. Okay, still ongoing as a host video project. So this is the video template. I believe we've got a few people working on this so that all hosts may easily record a date and live video. And we're looking to create informational and promotional content for also future employees as well for the host video project. This is the template. All right, going over, this is Tendy's project. Tendy's project is to simplify the phone calls, but right now there's still one last thing that we need to get done with Airbnb for verification to add the new phone number. Tendy, is Tendy here? He's not here.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
I
okay.
started this already too. Basically, there's a handle that we can use e-number for the Airbnb.
Okay.
Now, And even if we try to do a forwarding call, there's an issue which actually, if we try to call the numbers, they're gonna get us voice that actually the voice forwarded.
Okay.
And sometimes the guest think that it's not active, so they just push this at the wrong one. And that's why, as of now, we try to still use this one, but we take an MVP for a few properties.
Okay.
Basically, that's Sinasari, Ujimba, Puriklapa, and I forgot what is the last one.
Okay.
So we try to check if it's actually still possible to do that, and if it's still okay for the guest and anything else, then we can continue.
Okay, all right. So the scale of it's kind of been shrunk down. So instead of a company-wide rollout, we're looking for an MVP rollout.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Interesting. We've got still simulation programs for trial evaluations. This goes into HAR content, and we should probably also put market building there as well. And right. So this is part of Bigger. Bigger has already been launched, and there was a $5 million bounty for that. And then there's a 25% bounty left over, which can be collected, I guess, as of today, if we actually finish the rest of the deployment out to 90% of our partners by today. All right, let's take a look at, let's see, what other new types of business are there. So this is a double up. Okay, thank you, Aura and Vita. Essentially, this, I believe, is the same thing for HR. Yes, go ahead, Vita.
I believe that's an update from Hannah, actually, from what I wrote.
Okay,
So,
got it. Okay, so essentially there's some overlap here. Both Aura and Vita have both reported on this. There is HR request, and what you can do now is if you go to, I think we did a demo of this last week already, but just for the second time. Let's take a look here. All right, go ahead. Please speak.
The thing is that there's this improvement that I made the function. So I made they actually then one. So from A to F, previously it's not looking like this, but I already changed it. So to let people know, would use try to use a path or are the meter. Everything matters to you to
Okay, fantastic. It came in a little bit garbled through the speaker, but what Ara is, just to reiterate, she's added more features now to the request. So there's things like if you need another teammate, you can put in a new employee request. If you feel like you're ready for a promotion, you can put on a promotion review or one-on-one. If you would like to have a discussion about your career path or refining your training, click on that. Or a suggestion for work environment improvement, or just something else. So HREC. Let's see. Devanda, how do you activate this forum?
The link.
What's the shortcut to the link?
No, I'm not.
Okay, all right, Rian, what's the shortcut to the link?
101.
that's fine.
This is great. This is awareness, right?
HR.
All right, let's go to Eggy. Eggy, what's the link?
HR. Right.
H.
HR. Right.
No. HREC. HREC. Yeah. HREQ actually. HR emotional quotient. Okay, so essentially, yes. Okay, thank you very much. Our Vita, this new program has been deployed, so I think we can actually take this off and move it to old business now. All right, FYI, new features on Bigger. Okay, this is coming, I guess, from Bayou, yeah? This is old already. All right, let me just read this off and then we'll delete this from new business. So all users get an introduction tour around the features of Bigger. Yes, now it's actually self-explanatory. They'll bring you from feature to feature just by logging in. Filter around the check, list by checkout date, and list all in-house guests. View comments on partner payment report. See next month and previous month revenue on the dashboard. Allow desktop notification partners can see and modify their properties. Again, these are the new features in Bigger. They've been announced twice, so please be aware. I think we can go ahead and take that off of. Thank you very much. All right, next one is the project bounty. So there are some new bounties up here. There's a leadership bonus on a long-term project to really start the Community Management Guild. Create the KPIs and the SLAs for community management, work with CEO and market building, set the correct community operations to retain great partnerships. Help two hosts attain a promotion to community manager by November 30th, 2019. So that's leading community management. On revenue management, we've got a bounty for $2.5 million. This is the salary bonus. This is actually in I think most people's contracts with an additional base salary for revenue management. I'm upping it a little bit for Squad 1 since Squad 1 has a lot of revenue duties too as well. So we're looking for somebody to cover 75% of the Squad 1 properties, set monthly projections, and attain our growth targets. So that is a salary bounty for revenue management. Next one is making an online marketing campaign MVP. So we modified this a little bit last week. Last week we talked about having something just on YouTube. This week it's about really anything you want. You can put it on YouTube, you can put it on Facebook. You can use whatever channel you like. But the idea is to produce content that will get an audience to move towards a CTA. Put an ad budget of $100 to promoting the ad. That's in separate of the bounty. So I will put $100 promoting your ad if you create an ad on either of these two channels. We need to address the concerns and needs of future Bukit Vista partners. There should be a CTA sign up for Bukit Vista services today. The audience are Indonesian property owners from the age of 30 to 45. They have a guest house, villa, or land. They're thinking about producing more revenue. The goal is to get 10 leads for the marketing team. Okay, next one. This one's fun. This one's already been picked up. So organize a quiz night based on SLA knowledge, reservation cases, company core values, startup knowledge. There's a $2 million prize for the winners, $1.5 million for the first prize team, $0.5 million for the second prize team. And Vita's doing that
Today.
tonight.
Yes,
Tonight. What time is the quiz? What time is the quiz?
7 p.m.
Okay, all right, 7 o'clock. Please be here. It'll be fun, rowdy. There'll be pizza, beer, all kinds of other fun stuff that we normally do for quiz night. All right, next one. A what?
Everyone doing?
Yes, we want you to join. We want you to join so you can win. I'm a winner.
Of course.
I know. That's why I don't doubt you'll be here. Okay, next one is $1 million. This is $1 million to organize the Bukit Vista annual Halloween party. That's going to be in about 31 days from now. We have a budget of $350 ahead for dinner, drinks, and entertainment. We're looking to also book a villa somewhere in Seminyak or Canggu. All right, so that's the update on that. Okay, observations and improvements have now actually gone, I realized, into HAR and also gold mining, right? So gold mining. Okay, so what Alvin's done is that he's created actually listen up, guys. Alvin's created a gold mining procedure where he's looking at inquiries and trying to understand why the inquiries have not been converted. So that has gone into essentially a different section, right?
And follow it up with a specific chapter.
Okay, and then followed up with each specific chapter. So this is now essentially an HAR initiative, right? Okay, great. And then the other part of HAR that we normally put up for observations and improvements is the reporting bad reviews. So that's also in HAR right now too as well. Currently, we're going to run with that, see how that goes now that it's essentially been encapsulated in the chapter. If it works well, we'll continue. If it needs to be elevated out to company level, we can bring it back to observation and improvement. So observation and improvements is essentially pivoting into chapter level now. Okay? All right. So let's keep on going to the next part. All right. So this should be fun. So this is the training and trial work opportunities. Okay, so if you do have something that you'd like to post for new people to do, please post it here, and then we can hook up some new work to some new people. So let's take a look at the RAT. So the RAT says that Squad 1 currently has Namli and Tris on market building, Alvin's on air support, Nadila, you got Nadila, Alvin. So Nadila will be working part-time in conjunction with Alvin on air support. Ivan, Putumaha, Rian, Eva, and Dominic will be joining as hosts on Squad 1. Diva and Nawful are working on the content. Risky's working on finance. Rafik's on the community. Jing, Namli, Risky, and Alvin on the revenue management. Jing's chapter lead on human resources. Pizza's working on the human resources as well. Internal tools is Bayou, and online marketing by Diva. Gigi and Chris are consultants. Okay. Next one is to Squad 2A. Squad 2A works on Padang, Uluwatu, and Ubud. Eggy and Tris are the market building team, chargers on air support. Tendi and Rafik are senior hosts. They're squad lead and chapter lead respectively. D1 is host. Chandra Dewi is host. Wendy is also a host, and there's a reserve host open. Gani and Diba are working on content. Daniel's starting tomorrow, actually. So Diba will transfer some of her content duties from Squad 2 to Daniel. And Tito is on finance. Rafik's on community. Revenue management is done by Chandra and D1 for Uluwatu, D1 for Padang, and Tendi in Ubud. Ours working on the HR, and the rest are the same. Okay, let's go to Squad 2B. And Squad 2B covers Changu, Permanan, and Semniak. Eggy and Triss are once again on the market builder side of that. There's an open role for air support. There's another open role for second air support. Tendy's squad lead, he's also the host. Wendy, Gabby are the hosts. Gunny's work. Gabby? Okay, that's kind of hasn't been updated. Gunny's on content. Tito's on finance. Rafik and Tendy are chapter lead on. Rafik's chapter lead on community. Tendy's also working on the community. Revenue management is being done by Tendy. Ours working on HR and university relations, and the rest remain the same. Okay. Next one is Squad 4. Squad 4 is Nusipinian and Jogja. Wayana and Triss are on the market building side of it. Dista and Shinthia are on air support. Actually, we can probably just put this as 2 names now. So we have a second air support over here. Okay. The squad lead role is open. So we're looking for somebody to step up to become squad lead in Squad 4. Dominic is also hosting on Squad 4 right now, transitioning to Squad 1. Rizal is working on the content along with Devanda. Risky is working on finance, Wayana's on the community. We need a person on revenue management to help Gunny. Gunny's working on that partially. Boo Boo and Patnuki are on the HR/UR team, and the rest are the same except Gunny is doing the online marketing as well. Currently, we're trying to build out a new squad. It's probably Squad 5, and we do need some of the more senior people to start handing off their roles so that we can build this new squad. And it'll probably go on liveaboards on level 1 Bajo as the next major project. Okay, all right, let's go over profile coverage. I'm going to skip. This is in a transition area. If you do have somebody covering your profile, please just put it right here. Okay, so that will make it far easier than me putting down the name myself. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly KPIs. I got Rizal coming up here. He's going to read off the KPIs. Okay, rock away, Rizal. Here you go, man.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, let me get you in the correct frame. I've already zoomed in all the correct ones. Okay, you know what to do, right? Okay.
Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
So I'm gonna read the weekly KPI for this section. So for this at the end of this September, we reached the 380,000, and it's already on the our stretch target. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, for the weekly sales.
2 million. 2 million. That's from
Okay.
That's wrong data.
Okay.
Or we're going to the bigger stats, yeah?
Yeah, because that maybe.
Okay. Well, we'll skip this one.
Okay, maybe we can skip this. Okay, for the unconverted potential revenue, for the booking request is decreasing from the last month. For this current month is 44,000, and decreasing from the previous month is 66,000. And also for the total revenue potential is decreasing from this current month is 81,000, and for the previous month is 122,000. Okay, for the property revenue league score, we got the Alchemist is the highest one, I guess, and also Luxury View is around 5,000 for the August, and also unconverted red night from inquiry room night. It's about unsold potential room night is 569, and for converted is 105 nights. Okay, for the booking pace, for this for yesterday, the booking pace is dropped until 67, but the highest of the last week is 106. Yes, I think it's not good enough for below the average missing pace. Okay, next, how each squad contribute. Okay, for this week, squad 1 is actually at
The same. Slightly above.
the same, yeah. Almost the same with squad 2. Yeah. Squad 2 is almost like that. And for the squad 4 is 54,000, and squad 3 is 9,000 and 9.3 thousand. Yeah. Okay, for next is booking heat map. Today the squad 1 is 28, squad 2 is 32, squad 3 is 2, and the highest is 4. And for the squad 4 is 23 for today. And yeah. So today is maybe at the hit this map, hit this booking for this week. Okay, for inactive properties, the new one is Villa Bingin Luna, 28 days.
Yeah, the pests. Bed bugs.
Yep, and then Villa Luna. Okay, and for the squad 2 is the new one is Butterfly Bali Guest House, and then Gria Guest House at homestay. And next for squad 3, the newest one is Dalam Tilam 22 days, Tamu Ibu 33 days, and for the squad 4 is Ayulaba. I believe it's already unlisted the listing. Okay, for the guest origin, okay, for the host is
I'm just gonna zoom out real quick. This is always set default to July, so let's go real quick two spaces over to this. Yeah, it changes month to month, of course.
okay, for this September, there's a lot from France, Germany, and then actually, and mostly from West Europe, and then from the US, this is from California.
Yep.
Okay, and then from the West Australia, and East Australia, and then it's from Bali, from Indonesia. Okay.
Philippines are back.
Okay, for the profile revenue. Okay, from adventure and accommodation, this month is 14.7, and last month is 14.8. For Agoda, it's a little bit increasing. This month is 6,000. RMBP is increasing from this month. Decreasing from this month is 2,000, and the last month is 3.2 thousand. From Basian Wayana, it's not a little bit different from the August and September. It's This month is 35,000. Bayuayana, this month is 34. It's increasing than the last month.
That's unexpected. For peak season. Yeah. Dual peak season, yeah.
Booking.com is 47,000 from this month and 58.3 for the last month. Did you read? No. D1M Gym decreasing for this month is 4.7 and the last month is 5.6. No. MNBV, yep, this increasing for the last month. It's now is 41.1 thousand. ML Wayana, this month is 1.9, and the last month is 2.9, decreasing 1,000. Decreasing 1,000. Okay, Gabriel and Ara is 1.3 thousand, and the last month is 3.5. I believe it's like an unlisted partner. Jing for this month is 44.8, and the last month is 62,000. Jing and Wayana 61.9 for this month and 80.4 for the last month. Chris and Wayana 15.9 and the last month is 17.3. No, 2.2 thousand for this month. Nukianara 2.4 thousand and the last month is 4.2 thousand. Cynthia Wayana 200 and for the Cynthia Wayana for this month. And then 10 DNBV decreasing a lot, like half of last month, and this month is 7.3 thousand. Traveloka, no. Wayana this month is 57.8 and the last month is 60.7. Okay, I think it's much from the profile revenue, and next is our revenue. Okay, from Balangan, this month is 14.9 and the last month is 18.4. Bingin 80.5 thousand and the last month is 84,000. From Canggu, this month is 63.4 and the last month is 78,000. Okay, from Cemagi, no. Jimbaran, this month is 25.7 and the last month is 31.3. Okay, Nusa Dua is 23.5 and the last month is 26. Nusa Penida is decreasing for the last month is 55.8 and this month is 54.5. Padang this month is 18.7 and the last month is 25.9. Seminyak is 3.6 thousand and the last month is 6.8. Ubud, yep, it's increasing. It's about 500. Good. And Uluwatu is decreasing for the last month is 63.3 and this month is 56,000. Ungasan, this month is 14.6 and the last month is 22.8. Yogyakarta. This month is 9.3 thousand and the last month is 12.3. Okay, new listing this week. I believe the content is already create the new listing, but it's not registered on this.
There's a new listing, but it
Yeah.
hasn't been updated on Tableau. Yeah. Manually.
Yeah.
Can we do it
On the
manually?
Are you opening Slack here? Do you have Slack also?
Okay, here. Oh, good. Sorry. Nope, Slack is not open. Should we open it?
It's on the bigger stats, right?
Oh yeah.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
That's- Oh yeah, maybe while waiting for this, so new things will not be updated in the old Tableau because content people when creating new listing is using bigger, not using before. So this is the one that will be updated in the future.
Oh, so should we move over to bigger stats now?
Yes.
Okay.
Existing.
Ah, all right. Oh, wow. Ooh, there's quite a lot. Wow, there's quite a lot now. Okay, double A, Kamala. All right, let's see. Okay, let's get a second for it to load. Okay, I'm back to you.
Okay, I believe this double.
That one again.
This is for product Julie. It's duplicate listing, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I think the new one is Pondok Nini Villa. Yes, maybe Mas Edi can.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rizal. So, okay, guys, this is basically our new villa in Ubud. So I established a good relationship with the owner, and they are willing to give another one to us. So this is a 3-bedroom villa near center of Ubud, and also they have a private pool, and alongside of that, it's a jungle view, which is really nice and very secluded and quiet. Other than that, we established a good, partnership with this family in Ubud. So we're looking forward to getting bookings, and actually today at 7:30 a.m. we got the first booking for this one.
Begadang ya, Gi?
If I may, if I may,
Yeah.
is it actually the price $50 flat?
$50.
Flat?
What do you mean flat?
The
All
price
year.
is still not, yeah. all
Oh
year is still
no,
flat.
that's for
for
the promotion
You okay?
price. Yeah,
Even for the New Year's, you don't make it a difference at least.
I'm not sure because that's going to be revenue manager who actually
Okay.
do that. Yeah,
Which is Teddy.
Just want to make sure
Yeah.
because we sell it for $50 per night.
yeah.
No matter how many people.
Yes.
All right, good heads up though. Teddy, if you're listening to this.
Okay, I
Big
think
talk.
the new listing is pretty much it. Yep.
All right. Okay, fantastic result. Thank you very much. Okay. Rizal, who's next? Who should read the stats next week? He's not sure. Okay, let's see. Rian hasn't done it yet, yeah? Are you volunteering?
Yeah.
All right. Rian's going to read the October stats. Okay, we'll hold
And
you word to
also,
it.
can we use the new dashboard?
Bigger
instead of
stats.
this, Yeah.
We'll remember to use bigger stats.
Yeah, and also question. So there's a KPI for chapters, right? So we should we talk about that in all hands as well? I think it's important, right?
Ah, yeah, good point. Okay, all right.
You can go the bigger stats.
It's already there.
Just
Okay.
continue there.
All right. Growth.
No. Just after new listing, then all the chapters.
Okay, let's take a look. All right, this is fantastic. Wow, that looks good. What am I looking at? Oh, MB chapter. What? What just happened? I'm confused. Did it just open another?
No, okay. So because market building is doesn't have any KPI built yet. So for now, okay, maybe I'll
Oh, property number growth.
yes. So that's the number of property that we have.
Okay.
Month
Over
to
time. Interesting. Oh, that's cute. Aha! Oh, wow! Oh, wow! Wow! Okay, all right. We can see when we're hiring
Yeah.
MBs, then we're going up, and then over peak
So we,
season we
so we can just see the dots. Basically, the bigger the dots is basically the more productive market will. That's the percentage.
Got it. So if I so the bigger the dot, the bigger the movement.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Tadiba.
Okay. How about the property that already of more? Is it also connected here?
Is this total inbound growth or?
This is a running total. So if there's any removed partner, then it will be not counted here.
So it's a real current property that we have. Let's
Yeah.
say,
That's a good question. So I will add one more total.
That actually doesn't have anything to do with market building, right? Partners offboarding is not a market building issue. Am I right?
Oh no. I mean this is only a fairness, right? Like for example, in January we have 100 property,
Right.
but when February there's some of the old partner offboarded, then we will see January as 99, right?
I see.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we want to see 100.
We want to make the correct metric for the chapter, not necessarily have it tied to other chapters as well. Okay, so what am I looking at? Okay, so this is MB. So we can see on MB there's essentially a revenue generation. Most of the revenue generation coming from July has actually come from a few things. From Aggie side, it's from Hanak Julie, Villa Damu. Wow. Okay. All right. The rice patty one. Okay, and also Kamala Homestay. Labami was the big one from Wayan at 24,000. Okay, that's a beast. 24,000 in a month. Wow. Okay. Oh no, 24,000 accumulated revenue so far. And then next is coming in August was AA and Rakarai Villa. These are coming in from Eggy, and they've produced about $5,000 worth of revenue so far. Let's take a look at content and see what's going on in content. Or should I switch with you? Okay, I'm just gonna stay here right now. Too much switching back and forth. New practice. Okay, so wow. All right, what are we looking at here? So we got inquiry frequency, and it looks like across. Is this a new metric for content? You guys are watching it over on this side too, right?
I'm sorry?
Are you guys watching it on? Oh, that's cool. That was great. Yeah. Second distribution point. Okay. So I believe one of the new metrics for content success is actually reducing the inquiry frequency. So that means that as content does its job, it should actually act as a shield to reduce the number of inquiries coming in. So in general, if let's say, of course these are going to be probably in opposition with property growth. If property grows up, inquiries should go up. But in general, the content's job is to reduce the number of inquiries. And we can see that that's actually been accomplished so far overall. New listing conversion, we take a look at the conversions here, and also unbooked listings, which are the ones that need to get a booking, are also mentioned here. Okay, pretty good. Gives us a lot of in-depth look inside what content is doing. Let's take a look at reservations. Reservations, this looks at percentage of conversion rate on inquiries. On squad 1, happily for the first 2 weeks of September, I think we were actually at SLAs, 25, 26. And sadly now we're actually half the SLA value at 10% and 10%. Okay, so SLAs have dropped quite a bit in squad 1. SLAs in squad 2 have really been below SLAs, but a little bit more consistent, I guess, but also dropping too in September as well, which brings in question of why are the inquiries dropping in September, late September rather than early September. So 20%, 21%, 11, and 14. Squad 3, a little bit getting better. Fewer numbers of inquiries, but also the percentage is definitely rising. This looks like it was about 5%, and then to 17%, 20, and 20. So maybe we've come out of the funk of squad 3 already. But just to let you know, squad 3 is kind of a phantom squad. It's really part of squad 4 right now, but it's to isolate and see how JoJo's doing by itself. All right, and on squad 4, it's at 16, 23, 38, and 26. Okay, so this is good. Squad 4 was underperforming on inquiries, and now it's actually far past. This is one of the highest values I've ever seen for inquiry conversion rate at 38%. That's actually quite remarkable. Okay, all right, let's take a look at request conversion rate. We're looking at 50%. In squad 1, it's at 21, then at 41, then at 21, and then at 34. So a bit inconsistent performance on squad 1's inquiry, request conversion. Squad 2, 90%. Is that right? Really? Okay. All right. That's remarkable. That's good. It can be done. It's possible. All right, 90% request conversion is double, almost double the SLA, which is at 50%, but squad 2 is looking really good on request conversion rate. Okay, and then on squad 4, request conversion rate, it is doing fairly well, except for the second week of September, which it rolled off a little bit, but otherwise, it's doing pretty good. Let's take a look at hosts and how hosts are doing. So hospitality, once again, oh, this is getting worse actually, guys. So please be aware, we have 97% of guests not checked in, and that's actually quite disappointing because we already talked about this before. So please update the bigger. So otherwise it shows us like, yeah, this is crazy. This only shows 2%.
Tidur ya kalian semua ya.
Once again, Wayana's viewpoint is not completely unfounded. From the data, it does look like nobody's actually being checked in. So if you do check in people, once again, please really start putting in these practices of noting that your guests have checked in. On squad 1, on the weekly review score, I'm not sure how to read that, but that looks like, oh, that's 3.7%. But then it goes to 90%.
90% positive. So below is actually the positive one.
Okay, got it. All right, so above the fold, below the fold. Squad 1 did okay on the first week of September, only having a 3% SLA, or only 3.7 for negative reviews. The second week got a little bit worse. It was about close to 10%. And then it got much worse at 13%. And currently it is at actually pretty bad too. It's at 12% negative on squad 1. Squad 1 is below SLAs on hospitality metrics. On squad 2, above, a little bit close, below, and so far, okay. So squad 2 has some weeks where they are at the correct SLAs, some are not. Squad 3 is looking really good, always 100% positive reviews. And squad 4, actually pretty bad on squad 4. We're looking at almost double the SLA for negative reviews. At here's at 13, I believe. Was that? I can't see that. That's at 13. Was at 10, 11, and close to 10%. So squad 4 hospitality SLAs are below, and we're looking to get a 35% review rate. Currently, the only close one to that is looks like on squad 2 on the second week of September. On September 8th, we have almost 33%, but we're looking to get 35%, and that's below on squad 1. It's also below on squad 4, and that's not even present at all on squad 3. Okay, so let's go over to the next one, community management. Let's see how we're doing in community management. So far, I believe we have, oh, wow. Okay, so we have a lot of negative reviews, and we're looking, community managers, to turn these into blue. These red ones indicate that nobody's addressed the issue at all. Some of these have been addressed, I think, in squad 4, right, in terms of how they're being addressed. But new negative reviews are coming out, and this is essentially not looking that great. We do need community management's involvement to address these negative reviews. Take a look at cancellation. Cancellation. Our cancellation's outside of the metrics that we generally talk about, but the insight from here is that in August, all this red stuff that happened in August were essentially the last minute cancellations, and they happened within the cancellation window of less than 5 days. So basically full refund to the guest, and these are, in a sense, not very good because that's almost about 26,000.
And then this is the cancel value? Like
Yeah,
53,000?
the total cancellation value was 53,000 worth of cancellations that happened for August. For September, the total cancellation value was 31,000, and this is why we're changing the cancellation policy to something that is less flexible in the future, because this is kind of waste of opportunity to sell. All right, cool, and you can see the cancellation frequency seems to be going down a little bit right now as we come into October as well. Okay, great new stats, great new bigger stats, and let's go back up to the all hands. Okay, how am I doing on time? I only got 3 minutes, yeah? Okay. Okay, hopefully I can roll this out in 3 minutes. So, okay. Workshops, skills, and guilds. Okay, so we got digital marketing, still Thursdays at 4, human resources Saturday at 1, copywriting Wednesdays at 5, reservations Thursdays at 1. Actually, it's 2 o'clock Bali time, but 1 o'clock Jogja time. Leadership is coming up now on Fridays at 3 to 3:30. It usually takes a little bit longer, so I'll probably put until 4:30 for that one. But we are beginning a leadership guild. If you would like to actually get fast-tracked into leadership positions, this is a good place to go and learn how to be a leader. All right, or at least how to be a Bukit Vista leader. So community management is Tuesdays at 4 o'clock. Finance is Mondays at 10, Wednesdays at 10, and Friday at 2. Market Building Weekly Sync Up is Thursdays at 5 to 5:45. Sports Guild really hasn't happened very much. Revenue Management is today at 4 and Wednesdays at 4. I hope everyone's done their homework for Revenue Management because people want to do case studies, so we'll look at your cases. Hospitality is Thursdays at 12 o'clock Georgia time. Projects are Fridays at 11 Bali time. And the Hospitality Conference is still happening, and that's Friday at 4. Okay, so let's dip into my OKRs real quick and take a look. If you haven't made your OKRs for October, please make them by this week. This would be really good, okay? Otherwise, you'll go unguided into October. So some of my OKRs for September were to fulfill our HR company SLA, and that included hiring people. So we actually have 2 new online guest support people, so that part's looking pretty good. We are taking some hosts onto Squad 1. We also got Josh, so that's kind of like 2 of the 3 hosts that we need, and 2 MB hires. Hopefully these 2 candidates make it through, and they become our 2 newest MB hires as well. On student community, we presented 4 times in October. I'll present it again this Friday at Asia Exchange. The mailing list, we're looking to get 500, but we actually got 414, so almost there. Attain September revenue goals, yes, we got that. We didn't quite hit it for Squad 1, and I probably need another month to offload my revenue management. It is a longer process, and I think that can be done in a month. Developing leadership, that part is beginning. Now we have a leadership council, and we're looking to also promote 2 hosts to community management area manager by November of 2019. And the other one was develop an industry-leading LinkedIn profile. The target is actually to beat the Potato Head account. The Potato Head account has currently 3,690 followers with 408 followers signing on per month. We're at 924 with 320 new followers. But the good news is, I'll take my first milestone, okay? Third milestone is that we actually are better than Outpost right now. So Outpost is a large co-working site. They have 1,000 followers, so we beat them on the total followers, but we crushed them on the amount of new followers. We have 10 times more new followers than Outpost. And most likely we're going to really, really outpace Outpost in terms of our follower count. So that part is good. So on the march to beating Potato Head. All right, next one. For my October OKR, so currently, I'd like to work on expanding the size of the Bukit Vista portfolio now that I think we have almost full operational teams on most of the chapters. This means that we can actually move forward and do what I really like to do most is do market building. I think that's actually one of the funnest things to do here. So I would like to get actually a new listing pace above 2 a week. Currently it's pretty slow. It's not 0 a week, but it's pretty slow. We've missed getting new listings for the past 2 weeks before, so that would be good. And also to simplify the market building process. I think a lot of deals are getting kind of stuck in the pipeline right now. Also, we want to continue building the student community. There is the STFA Career Days this month on I think mid-month of October. So now we can get the student mailing list over 500 applicants. We're trying to get the LinkedIn follower count above 1,600 and get more than 200 followers on the Instagram Bukit Vista Live channel. So hopefully all the activities that we do in this is to reinforce our social media and our ability to keep in touch with our student community. September revenue goals, sorry, okay, October revenue goals, sorry, I was copy paste. So October revenue goals, I should probably unpaste that too as well. Okay, so I'm just carrying forward my goals of revenue from September to October, and once again, it's about delegating to somebody on Squad 1 who can handle the Squad 1 duties. The leadership goal is the same, and also the LinkedIn will continue marching on towards getting to industry-leading hospitality profile. I think we're also actually outpacing Zuzu too as well in terms of new follower acquisition. We're I think about 50% faster than Zuzu at acquiring new followers, so that part's good. Okay, so those are my OKRs. Hopefully that inspires everybody to set their own OKRs this month. And let's go back up to the all hands. So on the all hands again, back over here. Once again, set up your OKRs for this month, Squad 1, 2, and 4. Set up your own personal OKRs to fulfill the SLAs. And then, let's see. Oh, this is fun. All right, so promotions. All right, there's 2 new promotions. Cynthia has been promoted. Cynthia is now online guest support specialist. If you want to watch how she got promoted, her YouTube video is over here. So that's for everyone's viewing pleasure and understanding. Bayu has also been promoted to as well. And so you You might wonder how the CTO can get promoted. So the reason is, Bayou originally was CTO based on technical merit, basically the projects and the things that he's done. But this review was more about leadership merit too as well, and he's attained the minimum leadership requirements and actually quite excellent leadership requirements that we've seen. So he's getting a bump up too as well. And I'd like to also illustrate in both cases of promotion reviews are there for the company to essentially assess where you are at the time. If you didn't make a promotion review, it's actually good. It's failing fast. So think about some of the feedback. We want everybody to essentially attain more senior positions because as you can see, there's more people here. So we do need more leaders, clearly. This particular case, congratulations to Bayer and Cynthia for getting it. And yeah, maybe you have more loftier goals to look forward to in the next review. Okay. All right, next one is core value recognition. So we got one, a recent one, I believe. This is from Maha. This is from Maha to Tito. Tito's getting recognized by Maha for helping others first. So thanks to Tito, who helped me at night shift. He also helped me log into some account that logged out from my Mac. Okay, where's he? Huh? That was already mentioned. Okay, all right, that's a repeat. Okay, all right, we'll celebrate. Okay, like a little bit sliding window. All right, let's go. Let's go recognize Rian there. Rian's in the back over there. He's now, He's a vlogger. Okay, Rion's done something that I think is actually never settled, and it's also something that's pretty new. Oftentimes people say, oh, I'm in traffic, or I'm on a whatever, and they don't show up for squad sync-ups or for meeting. But it was actually pretty interesting seeing Rion actually on a sync-up while he was running around on a motorbike. Yeah, so he was the only person who had like a moving background in his sync-up. He was like driving through, and I think that was actually something quite, that was something quite new. Something quite new about never settling is like, why should we get stuck on that? Furthermore, if you do a lot of driving around, maybe you could actually listen to a masterclass or a podcast on leadership development, and that would actually get people to understand how to delegate faster. Okay, but thank you for Rio for showing us how that should be done. And got another one recognized. This is by being recognized by Diva on Never Settle Again. That's twice now. So being CTO doesn't stop Bai from innovating. It constantly aims for bigger purpose and contribution to the company through internal tools and the way he helps others improve the process as well. Congrats on the promotion review, well deserved. All right, once again, bye. Okay, fantastic. Okay, that's pretty much it. Thank you everyone for coming today to the All Hands. Thank you, Jogja, for coming in. We'll be bringing some people over pretty soon from Jogja to come to the Bali space. It is the biggest we've ever actually had at the company, so it is fairly exciting being here at Bukit Vista today. And may you all have a great week ahead and reach forward and be hospitable. May the force be with you. Yes. Okay, that's it. All right. Thank you. Oh, wait. Announcements. Let's go around. Okay, Josh, any announcements? Okay, D1. Peggy. Rizal. Bayu. Okay, Tito. Nungli. Kevin. Kita. Okay. Kita. Okay.
Vista. Yeah.
Khalid. Okay, all right. I was trying to decide Khalid just. Okay. All right. Khalid. Okay. Alvin. Okay. Diva. Rian. Okay. Risky. Hulid. Okay. Okay. Vita. Wayana. Okay. All right. Nawful. All right. Agani. Chandra. Okay. Oh, hey, she's over there too as well. Okay. Cynthia. Dista. Bubu. Okay. Rafik. Okay. Eva. Okay. Is there anyone listening? Okay, that's it, right? That covered pretty much everyone. Okay. Thank you, everyone, and have a great week ahead.